Hello, everyone. Today we are going to be talking about factor theorem. Factor theorem states that if a polynomial is divided by the linear divisor x minus c, then the remainder is equal to p of c. Now, why is this useful? This is especially useful for if we want to find out if a certain linear divisor is or isn't a factor without having to go through the entire long division or synthetic division process. So the first question here asks, what is the remainder when the polynomial above is divided by x minus 2? So in this case, c is equal to 2, right? Because normally we have x minus c. Here we have x minus 2. And so we're going to just plug in 2. So we need to find out what p of 2 is to solve part A. P of 2, because P of 2 by this remainder theorem is equal to the remainder. So whatever we get for P of 2 is going to be the same as the remainder when we divide the polynomial by x minus 2. Okay, so we have 2 times 2 cubed plus 3 times 2 squared minus 5 times 2 minus 6, and that's equal to, well, let's see, 2 to the power of 4 would be 16, plus, let's see, plus 12, minus 10, minus 6, and that's just going to give us 12, right? Because the 16 minus 10 minus 6 just cancels out, so we end up with 12. So therefore, the remainder when the polynomial is divided by x minus 2 is 12. Okay, so we can write a quick conclusion saying that the remainder is 12. Part B is similar. It asks, is x minus 2 a factor of this polynomial? And the answer is no, right? Because in order for a linear divisor to be a factor of a polynomial, or really any divisor to be a factor of a polynomial for that matter, the remainder would have to be 0. Because the remainder is 2, if the goal here is to factor this polynomial, which oftentimes it is or will be in the future, then dividing by x minus 2 isn't really going to help us because that's not a factor. Okay, let's try a second example. Here we have x cubed minus 7x plus 6. What is the remainder when the polynomial is divided by x plus 1? Okay, so in this case, we need to find p of negative 1, right? Keep in mind that it's x minus c that we're looking for. And so here, since we have x plus 1, that means our c value is actually negative 1, right? It's actually the opposite. So we have to find p of negative 1, and that will tell us what the remainder is. So that's going to give us negative 1 cubed minus 7 times negative 1 plus 6, which is equal to negative 1 plus 7 plus 6, which is equal to 6 plus 6, which is equal to 12 as well, actually. I promise not all of these will always be 12, but it seems like 12 is a popular answer so far. But yeah, so the remainder, therefore, the remainder is 12 once again. Okay, and then for part B, is x plus 1 a factor? Again, the answer is no, it is not, because the remainder would have to be 0 in order for this to be a factor. As always, feel free to leave any questions you might have in the comments section, and we'll see you for the next one.